Hello, and welcome back to the Dokkan Battle video. We're going up against Bulma today for the look back, and it's looking like we will lose instantly. Not really a whole lot we can do about that, considering one of our two Rainbow Orb Changers is in slot 7. I feel like this happens so goddamn often for me, where I bring two Rainbow Orb Changers, and typically that's enough, right? Most circumstances, that is enough Rainbow Orb Changers. You more than likely won't need more than 2. However, when it's me, I always get them in one of them in slot 7. So which means I just insta-lose unless the actual Rainbow Orbs themselves are really, really good at the start, and then the one Rainbow Orb Changer changes a bunch of orbs. That's typically how things go. Now, we got, what, 6? So we're going to need another 6? I mean, it's possible, right? It definitely is possible for us here to get them. It's just not likely. Like, we'll know right away, right? Yeah, like, this is not happening. So, back to the lobby we go. Luckily, TEQ UI Goku is not, like, a unit that's shy on the friends list. A lot of people have TEQ UI, so it's not like we are really missing out or anything. Also, the main reason I'm going to go in here is because PICCOLO JR, right? One of the biggest things about him is that he is a character who super attacks a bunch of times, while also having the ability to stun, which is like one of the biggest things in the Bulma fight. Being able to like actually lock her down is like really huge, so that you don't have to actually deal with her big attacks. It's much easier to just completely avoid her attacks entirely than it is to actually try and eat them. Like, significantly easier, is what I found. Also, we had both our Rainbow Orb Changers on turn 1, and they didn't make any goddamn Rainbow Orbs. Do I need to bring a third Rainbow Orb Changer? I don't even know who we would bring. I mean, technically we can bring Mekik Burra, I guess. He attack debuffs while Rainbow Orb changing. And he gives Big Bad Bosses to a Junior. I guess that is a thing that we could do. Don't really want to do that. I just don't understand why, like, we're not getting any Rainbow Orbs. It's one of the most annoying factors about this fight, is getting past these initial phases. It's like, I want to get past these, and I want to do them quickly so we can get to, like, where she's actually fighting us. But, I mean, just look at this. Like, one Rainbow Orb. Yeah, alright, back to the lobby we go. It's just great, because what else are we going to do? What else are we going to do? Take off one of our heavy hitters for another Rainbow Orb Changer? It's possible we could do that. I would prefer to not do that, but it is a thing that we could do if we need to. And I don't think it's a necessity, but it is what it is. Alright, this should be fine. They're both in turn 2, so if like turn 1, there's decent Rainbow Orbs on the field, and then turn 2 we get a couple like full lines, it should be okay. I mean, it's not great. It's definitely not good. But it is at least some Rainbow Orbs. Hopefully next turn they actually change a lot of the Rainbow Orbs. Also, no slot 1 unit next turn. So that's fantastic. Not that we really need it in this phase, but it's not a great look. All things considered, it really is not. We won't really have to worry too much about the additional phase, where you have to do a bunch of attacks. That shouldn't be an issue for us at all. I don't even know why this first phase is being an issue for us. I mean, we have more than enough Rainbow Orb Changers. There we go. Cool, we're fine. We might as well put Ma Junior in slot 1. He does have a slot 1 passive. I don't think it's ever useful, but he does have it. It's another thing he has in his kit. Alright, so we finally made it out of the first phase. Finally. It is a bit of a waste, though, because Ma Junior's first turn, he does get a 50% chance to do an additional super attack, right? Which would be very helpful for the int phase. but we're obviously not going to be able to get that. We're probably going to have him relegated to just kind of like a floater, right? Just kind of going around doing whatever. Oh, wait, that's right. Another thing that he has when he's in slot 1 is he lowers attack and defense by 30%. We could make use out of that at the end of this fight if we really wanted to. I completely forgot that he had that as like an ability because I've never seen it happen, right? Or like be useful. We haven't really had an event where 1, he would be able to be put into slot 1, and 2, where it would actually like be able to proc. This is like the first time I've ever seen that like actually proc in game. Huh. Fair enough. TEQ UI Goku not dodging already. Okay. Looks like that's how this video is gonna go. Just disaster all the way through. I need either Evolution Blue Vegeta or UI Goku to get additional super attack here. Cool. We're fine. And the next turn we have UI, Evoken, and then Junior. It should be completely fine. I completely forgot he had that ability. I'm so not gonna lie. We could really make use. 30% is a big debuff. Like, that's not a small debuff. And then, especially if we combine that with Evoken's debuffs, we could really put a severe dent in bonus damage. And then we maybe even will turn Giant against the SDR phase, and we'll be completely fine, I think. Okay. You know, I'm starting to like envision the path here to victory, and I think that this is very doable. Very, very, very doable. And his active skill could help us out as well. To Action Breaker. It's definitely something that we could get use out of. I don't know how much use, but definitely could get use. Oh. Rainbow Orb's not very good. UI Goku should get enough ki to super, I think. Yeah, okay. And then Evoken has their additionals. The Junior has his additionals that he has baked in. More than likely, we'll get enough. Unless we get really unlucky and everybody just does a bunch of additional normals. Which would suck. Like, a lot. But it should be okay. It should be fine. It should be fine. Should be fine. Okay, we're already completely good. UI Goku get 3 units. I always really count on him when I actually need it, and then when I don't need it and I just need him to be there for like 1 turn, he just dies, which is like kind of great. You gotta love that about him, right? He always just makes sure that I stay on my toes, that I never feel secure, because he's always one fail away from just exploding. Gotta love that about him. He makes life interesting, you know? He's reliable until he decides he doesn't feel like it. Which, fair enough. What can you do? Okay. Any additionals? Nice. Remember, these could stun. It doesn't matter in this phase, but these also could stun. Like that. It's a 50% chance, so it's like pretty reliable. Okay, he got 2 of them. He missed the 4th one. Okay, that's fine. What matters is that he's doing them in general, in my opinion. Alright, let's get you out. Just because you have way more additionals. Not really too worried about TEQ UI. He's at 24 ki in a phase that lowers your ki by 9. And then we'll also have Vegeta's revive up and ready as well. I don't think we're gonna need it, but we will have it, which is better than not having it, right? I would rather have the ability than not have it at all. more than likely, it should be fine. Because, like, Majunior is going to come back on this rotation, but it's going to be the tech phase. So I highly doubt he'd die to the tech phase of Bulma. SDR phase, yeah, 100%. He would explode. So we're definitely going to need him to stun in the SDR phase or to have him on rotation with a revive. 100%. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He would actually explode. Especially because we're going to be buffing Bulma with the TEQ UI domain. It's going to be really hard for him to actually live that. But luckily, we shouldn't have to really worry about it. Because we could also use, like, Gogeta taunt and stuff like that to kind of get around that. It shouldn't be the biggest deal. Plus, he could also just stun. He really could. Like, there's nothing saying that he can't just stun her. Right? Or we're going giant form so that we don't have to deal with her super attack at all. I think the normals would still hit really goddamn hard, though. I would assume so, anyway. I would not really expect him to be able to eat the normals, especially without big bad bosses, Thirst for Conquest, that kind of stuff. Right? Those are like really big links that we're just not gonna have. So I'm not really expecting him to be able to eat those. I only expect him to eat nothing, actually. I just expect him to just stun. That's all we really need from him here. Because his damage is not going to be like anything crazy. Because we weren't really able to build up with him because of the way this fight is structured. So he's going to be like a bit on the lower end for a while until we actually start getting like even farther into the fight. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but you never know. You never know. No crits, UI? I believe this one is rainbowed, right? So it should have like some crit built in. Because a lot of people, for some reason, they build their TEQ UIs full crit, even though he builds up to basically full crit anyway. I feel like it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, right? Because like, if the man is already critting, what is the other crit gonna do? Like, what do you need this other crit for? Where are we making use out of this crit chance here? Okay, thank you for the crit there on the post super normals. Yeah, those are definitely hurting. Those are hurting quite a bit. 2.6 of the AJ UI. This is really just like the TEQ UI team, and Majunior's just kind of here, right? Technically, that is true, but it is also a team that he's on, and he is helping. Right? He has uses. The giant form potentially being a team protection mechanic, his active skill having the action break for the final phase, his built-in additionals for the second phase, right? He has things that can help. Obviously, he's stunning as well, right? Depending on how many times we debuff her in this SDR phase, we may be able to use his passive that gives him the... Oh my god, this is awful. I was gonna say the passive that gives him the additional 30% attack debuff, but this is like worst case scenario. I kind of want to revive though, I won't lie. Okay. I want to revive. That's like a goal for me right now. Because if we revive, AJ UI and Evolution Move Vegeta would just be significantly stronger. And I think that'd be fun to see them go crazy. Right, 30 million plus super attacks and stuff like that. Because we're going to have the domain for the rest of the fight. There's not going to be a turn where we don't have the domain, I think. Because next turn should be the last turn of the domain. And then we'll reapply the domain with this TEQ UI. And then the fight will be over. That's how things should go. Oh, she's not super attacking Majunior in slot 3, is she? I guess we won't really know, right? Because if Majunior stuns, we'll just not know. Again, his stats are going to be a lot lower because we haven't built up at all with him. Really? He's done like 2 out of 5 supers. No stun. Oh, okay, yeah. So he missed 3 separate additional procs and then didn't stun on the 50% chance. That's tough.
ヤ人としての誇り、俺の全て捨ててたまるか。
Cool, I mean, I did want to revive, so it's not that big of a deal, but... Alright. It happens. Sometimes you get unlucky. I mean, he wasn't even built up. Just even the funnier thing, right? Like, yeah, he took a shit ton of damage, right? Which is obviously not good, but he also wasn't built up. Doesn't have any of his big links active, that kind of thing. Right, there's stuff that we could have done that would have changed the outcome of that, right? He also missed 3 separate additional procs, all of which would have given him more defense and a chance to stun, so we wouldn't have to take damage anyway. We just got really unlucky. But we had to revive anyway, so it really didn't matter. And then Bulma should be done here. I don't think she lives this turn. Pretty much guaranteed crits from the entire team. TEQ UI is gonna buff TEQ UI and Gogeta to do even more damage on their guaranteed crits. They're gonna do like 6 supers. It's pretty much over. Oh, and we got a 3rd super from TEQ UI. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, Bulma's cooked. What are we at? Yeah, 31 million. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Guaranteed crit 31 million. I mean, it's not that good. Really, it's not that good, you know. Oh, 21 million additional super attack guaranteed crit. Oh, okay. It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. You know. Oh, a 3rd super for 23 million guaranteed crit with 77% chance to dodge. It's not that good. It's not that good. It's really not that good though. You like, in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty bad, right? Vegito Blue on turn 27 hits that, so you really got to think about things, you know, when we go through these fights like this. But anyway, that was day what, 4? We're almost done with his week already. I know I did miss a day, but it is what it is. I apologize for that. I got like jump scared by my work. They were like, "Hey, you're working right now," and I was like, "No, I'm not." "Yes, you are." Okay. Anyway, that was today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.